Hello, this is Upset the Fruit Basket, a new game for Android devices. This is the main menu you'll see when you go into the game. So you'll see there's play, how to play, game stats and store, settings, credits, and quit. So play is where the gameplay starts. We'll get back to that in a little bit. How to play, it's just a one-page quick summary of how to play. For more tips and tricks on how to play, please visit our website. The game stats and store is where the swarm menu is, and you can see that there's leaderboards where you'll see there's different rankings here, different categories for rankings. You'll see your top scores and your friend scores and the global scores, and you can specify which time range you want to see. So if you want to see today's, you'll see that. And there's different categories here. Total points shows how many total points people have got. And all the way down here at the bottom you'll see the total number of points for the different fruit characters. Achievements, these are the different categories for achievements. As you'll see, in the description it'll tell you what you need to unlock that achievement. And as you get more achievements unlocked, that'll give you free power-ups as well as points, and then you can compare yourself to your friends in that manner. The store is where you can go in and buy additional power-ups if you run out. So you'll have the fruit bombs, which remove all of that fruit from the board. You'll have scroll freeze power-ups, which will prevent the scrolling of the game for 5 seconds. And you'll have time freeze, which will prevent the timer from ticking down in the timed modes for 5 seconds. So let's go back into the game, and we'll go into play single player mode. Here we have the option to do timed or unlimited mode. Unlimited just basically means no time limit, so you just keep going until all your fruit reach the top. So we'll go into time mode, and we'll go into 5-minute mode, but you can choose 1 minute, 2 minute, 10-minute mode. So here we'll choose our character. The difference with choosing different characters is whichever fruit you choose, you will have less of that fruit on the board. However, if you do match that fruit, you will get bonus points for that. I like apple. Let's choose apple. So here you can see that if we tap and swipe on fruit, we can slide them around the board. We can only go left to right. If we match 3 or more, they get eliminated. So the more you match, the bigger the points. So if I match 4, that's more points than 3, etc., etc. And multipliers will help you get even higher scores. So let's see if I can get a multiplier somewhere. Okay, I will get one here. So you can see as that fell and then it made a match on the falling ones, that gives me multiplier points. So that multiplies whatever points I had times as many as my multiplier is. So if you keep cascading different chains down, you'll get more points. So just looking at the total board here, you'll see at the top here is the menu icon, where you'll have a toggle for your sound, and you'll have resume, reset, and quit. So let's just resume again. At the top here you'll see where your fruit is. It tells you just a reminder of which fruit you are. It also doubles as the toggle for the power-up shade. So I'll just get that in a second once I can get these further down. So if I click that, it brings my power shade down, and I can use any of these power-ups. The number next to it lets you know how many you have. So I think I have a lot of orange on the board. I'll use an orange bomb to get rid of all those. Gives me a little bit more time to do some stuff here, as well as getting rid of those fruit and giving me some points along the way. So in time mode you can use, like I said, the time freeze, and that, when enabled, will just prevent, as you can see, the timer stopped, and that lets me know how much time I have left on that time freeze. So that's been used. Or I can use the scroll freeze, which prevents everything from scrolling up for 5 seconds. So you can see that's ticking down, so I have some time to keep making matches while the scroll stops. With each of the power-ups, you can use each of them one time during a game. So I've already used the orange, I've used the time and scroll power-ups, so I can use any of the other fruit now. So there's a lot of pear, I can use a pear bomb to get rid of the pears. So you see there's a couple multipliers there, gives me more points. If I want to hide that shade, I just click that up arrow, gets rid of it. Or the gift bag there, which brings me directly into the store if I want to purchase more power-ups. And also at the top you have what level you're on and what your score is. You have your timer, and then sometimes you'll see what pops up there is kind of a progress notification, lets you know what's going on in the game right now. So as we can see, the game keeps going until either the timer goes to 0 or until the fruit reaches the top. And another tip is if your fruit are all at the bottom and you want to drag and see more fruit quickly, you just tap and drag on any empty spot on the board and just drag up. And that advances it pretty quickly. As you can see, I'm getting a danger warning there because my fruit are getting kind of close to the top. You get other messages kind of popping up, lets you know when you've leveled up, and you'll see in a little bit that the timer will pop up there. Another tip is that whenever you have made a match, you will notice that the scroll freezes for the duration of that match, so it kind of gives you some time to plan your next move. Also, whenever there's a block that's falling, it also stops the scroll, so that can help you as things get towards the top to kind of give yourself some breathing room and different moves to make. So we'll see, I'm getting close to the end here. 2, 1, game's up. So here's your game summary screen. You'll see your game stats, so it'll let you know how many points you had, what level you got to, how many combos you had, how many fruit you cleared, how many lines you scrolled, and what your max multiplier was. So let's go back into the main menu. So we'll go into settings. Here you'll see that there's 2 options. You have sound, which toggles it on or off. The default is off, so if you want sounds, turn that on. It's only sound effects, there is no music. And at the bottom you'll see an option to toggle the direction of the board layout in 2-player mode. So you'll see right now it's left-left, which basically means you'll play this way sitting side by side. Up-down means you'll play in this direction facing each other, and then left-right means you'll play in this direction facing each other. So a couple different options there just for you to determine which way you're sitting in relation to the person you're playing and what will work out the best. So here we're going to take a look at the 2-player mode. So we'll just go to 2 players. You'll see that our layout is up-down, so we're on opposite sides of the board here. I'll just choose apple on my side, and the other guy will choose grape. So here you'll see we both have our own board, and gameplay is just like the 1-player mode. The difference is with the 2-player mode is you can actually send attacks to the other person. So if you match 4 or more or get a multiplier, you will send frozen fruit to the other side. So let's get a match of 4 here. So that was a match of 4. You see the animation where I send some ice over there. And if we flipped around, in our next scroll we'll see that there's a frozen block. And the way you need to defrost those is to make matches that are adjacent to them. So let's just get some of these out of the way here because I'm kind of towards the top. So I'm going to send some over there. If you do send a match over that is a multiplier, those fruit that are frozen will have to be defrosted twice before they can be used again. So let me get a multiplier here. Let's see if I do that and that. That's a multiplier. And now, let's get these out of the way first. Now you can see, like, that's a double frosted fruit, so we have to defrost that one twice before we can use it. So you see that breaks it once, but we're going to have to do it again before we can use it. And that, just like that, and that gets rid of those, and now we can use it again. So I'll defrost that one, we can use it again. Same with that one. And game just keeps going until somebody gets all the way to the top, then the game ends just like that. So then you get the typical game summary as you do in one player. Gives you your game stats, your score, level, combos, how many you cleared, total lines, and your max multiplier. And then you have the option to play again or go back to the main menu. So let's go back to the main menu, and that is it. That is Upset the Fruit Basket. It is available now in the Google Play Store. Thanks.